I'm Bob Gebbia, CEO of the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, and it's an honor for me to welcome you to the Out of the Darkness experience. A heartfelt thanks goes to all of you, our amazing friends and supporters, for participating in this event and for raising awareness and funds for suicide prevention. Now, clearly, much has changed since last year's Out of the Darkness Community Walk. It's a challenging time. And on behalf of all of us at AFSP, our thoughts are with you and your families during this pandemic. We hope you are staying safe and healthy. And I can assure you the pandemic has not deterred AFSP from its work. We've adapted our life-saving programs, delivering them virtually, wherever and whenever possible, including Talk Saves Lives, our most used public education program. From the start of the pandemic, AFSP has been a leading voice about caring for one's mental health, using traditional and social media to convey messages about self-care, that physical distancing doesn't mean social isolation, and about staying in treatment or seeking treatment through telemental health. Now, we continue to make progress across all areas of our work. Our investment in research has continued with 38 new studies funded since the start of the pandemic. We reached 1 million people during May Mental Health Month with our #RealConvo campaign. And in June, we launched new Seize the Awkward public service ads to empower teens and young adults to help a friend who is struggling. We held 38 state advocacy days since last fall, and the first ever virtual federal advocacy, where we had 1,400 participants from 50 states contact their members of Congress to support improved crisis services for people in emotional distress. And as an organization, we are speaking out about the inequities in access to mental health care, in particular for communities of color, and we continue to advocate for ending all health care disparities. Our interactive screening program continues to be used in schools and workplaces, giving people a safe and anonymous way to reach out for support. Since the start of the program, we've connected over 180,000 people to help they would not have otherwise sought. And when suicide does occur, AFSP is there to support the families and friends with programs and resources. This year alone, we will host more than 400 International Survivors of Suicide Loss Day events to offer comfort and support. None of this work would be possible without all of you and hundreds of thousands of others. We need you to be involved because our work is more critical than ever. Based on the latest CDC data, the suicide rate in the U.S. continues to trend up. And we are concerned that the isolation and grief and economic impact of the pandemic could contribute to further loss of life from suicide. But we believe an increase in suicide isn't inevitable. And with greater investment in mental health care and suicide prevention now, we can avert any increase and save many lives. Your participation in this event is lifting up those who struggle with thoughts of suicide, and you are remembering loved ones who we've lost, sons and daughters, siblings and parents, spouses, partners, and friends. The involvement of each of you is so critical to our mission of saving lives and bringing hope to those affected by suicide. Everything AFSP is doing is a direct result of your willingness to get involved. I hope you will stay involved. Because of you, we are able to fight for a day when no one will die by suicide. I look forward to seeing you all in person at an event sometime in the future. But until then, thank you and stay safe.
Hello, and welcome to the Out of the Darkness experience for LaSalle County, Crawford County, the Rockford area, and Bloomington Normal. Just a word about the Out of the Darkness community walks. The core of the Out of the Darkness walks, the community walks, created a movement. Held in hundreds of cities across the country, they give people the courage to open up about their own struggle or loss and the platform to change our culture's approach to mental health. While this year's events may look a little different, our mission to save lives and bring hope to those affected by suicide has not changed. We are a strong and resilient community, united in our effort to fight suicide, raise awareness, educate our communities, advocate for better public policies, support those who have lost loved ones, and support those with lived experience. We use our voices and share our stories to provide hope. And as we know, hope will not be canceled. So as you may know, at AFSP, our mission is to save lives and bring hope to those affected by suicide. Suicide is a health issue, just like any other health issue. And suicide can be prevented. You know that we can create a culture that's smart about mental health and suicide prevention. And that together we cannot be stopped in our mission to fight suicide. So right now, to honor the day, I'd like to honor our top fundraisers and teams and sponsors from each of our experiences that are happening today. And we're going to kick it off with the Bloomington Normal Experience. Here on your screen, you see our top fundraisers and top teams for the Bloomington Normal Experience today. Our top fundraisers for this Bloomington Normal event are Lisa Johnson, Stephanie Roberts, Peg Donaldson, Megan Lang, and Shay Turner. And our top teams for the Bloomington Normal Experience are Live, Love, Life. I Am Isabel's Voice, Team Josh Imke, Walk for Michael, and Casey's team. Thank you so much, fundraisers and top teams in the Bloomington Normal area. Moving on, we've got our Crawford County top fundraisers and our top team. So the top fundraisers for Crawford County are Sarah Dart, Paul Brown, Laura Reichart, Gretchen Korn, and Brenda Sachs. And our top team is Family Ties. Thank you so much, Crawford County. And thank you to our Crawford County sponsor, Marathon. They were a sponsor last year as well, and we know it was a difficult year, so we definitely appreciate you coming back this year, Marathon. And now on to our LaSalle County top fundraisers and top teams. So in first place for our top fundraisers for the LaSalle County experience, we have Daniel Awesome. Next, Debbie Marmion, Tiffany Dipple, Aubrey Steenan, and Tanya Olson. And top teams, Marcus Marmion, Team Matthew, Awesome Friends and Family, Walking for Gabe, and We Love Bryce. Thank you, LaSalle County. What an amazing display of fundraising. Thank you so much. And not to be outdone by their individual fundraisers and teams, LaSalle County weighs in with over 30-something sponsors here, as you can see on your screen. This probably doesn't even reflect every single sponsor. Several sponsors came in after the deadline for our t-shirts. So thank you to all LaSalle County sponsors for your amazing show of community support this year. I will try my best to read through these. And if I have missed somebody, I do apologize. Absolutely, if you are watching this, please give your business to these businesses who support suicide prevention and mental health in the LaSalle County area. So let's see if we can catch them all here. We've got Allure, Bridal Elegance, Conroy's, Tilly's, Empowering Minds Counseling, Open Space, Law Offices of Peter F. Ferracuti, The Pew Doctor, Slot City, Walmart, WCMY 1430 AM, Repurpose Me, The Distressed Wife, More Tires, Caribbean Tan, Greenhorn Saloon and Eatery, Blair's, the Illinois Valley Labor Management, Illinois Valley Building Trades, Permanent Images Tattoo. We've got our IBEW local here, Hy-Vee, Ziggy's Barn Grill, Target, Anderson Pool Supply, Snug Harbor, in loving memory of Brian Underwood, Burger and Sushi House, Caselli Insurance Agency, Financial Plus, and then Marseille Mayor Jim and Sheila Hollenbeck, and Dan Awesome and Family. Again, this may not be a complete list. We had a lot of sponsors come in, continue to come in even after our cutoff for our t-shirts. So definitely thank you to all sponsors, and we could not be more grateful for your support for your own community. Thank you so much, LaSalle. And now moving on to our Rockford area top fundraisers and top teams. Coming in as top fundraisers for the Rockford area, we have Lou Sherry, Stephanie Clark, Courtney Reifelt, Amanda Sink, and Catherine Perkins. And then our top teams here would be the Sherry family, Walking for Kevin, One More Light, Big Deal, and Team Nanny. Great fundraising in the Rockford area as well. Thank you so much. And thank you to Rockford area sponsors. We had the 100 Northern Illinois 100 Women Who Care. Thank you very much for your support. We owe you an education event that will happen when we can get together again in person, and everyone will be invited to that. It will be probably a Talk Saves Lives presentation that everyone will be invited to attend, sponsored by the Northern Illinois 100 Women Who Care. So thank you so much for that support. And then the Hollywood Outsider, a return sponsor every year. Thank you so much. And that concludes our sponsors, top fundraisers, and top teams for this portion of the virtual program. Hi, Bloomington Normal peeps. I probably saw some of you this morning at our event, but for those of you who are only joining us virtually, thank you so much for coming. I usually do this walk every year, and we were terribly disappointed to not be able to have our usual event this year. But with everything going on, we certainly hope that you understand that we just wanted to keep you safe. But yeah, try to give you a little something you can come out and do to support the cause and support the day. So anyway, thank you for those of you who made it out to the park earlier. And for those of you who are only watching virtually, welcome. And thank you for supporting us in this very strange year. And we can't wait to see you again next year. Thank you so much.
Hi guys, this is Alexis Faircudian. I am your Out of the Darkness LaSalle County American Foundation for Suicide Prevention Walk Chair. I'm so excited and so thankful to each and every one of you. We are able to put on our walk this year. Despite COVID restrictions, we are able to put on our walk this year on October 10th down in the Jordan Block Park here in Ottawa. We will be using the Jordan Block parking lot behind it as a team hub area for all the teams. That way we can make sure that people stay social distanced. We do ask that you wear your mask at all times. We do ask that you please don't take it off. And we do ask that you use that area in a way that you separate yourself, social distance yourself from groups that do not come with you, groups that are not part of your regular home. The way we have it right now is groups can be, there can be a group of 50 separated by 30 feet. So the walk is going to be done that way. So it'll be a little bit sporadic this year. It should take us a little bit longer to walk through town, just given the amount of people. But also the areas down in the parking lot separated into 3 areas. So each team is assigned an area. So please show up between 11 and 11:30 just so we can make sure that your team knows what area you're in and where you're going to be. And you can go get set up there for the day and spend the time with your family and the people around you, this community that is showing up to show one another that mental health matters. Have the awkward conversations while you're down there. Talk about the experiences that you've lived through and survived, and talk about how we can help one another to move forward in the future. I'm so excited that we were able to do this walk and we didn't have to do it totally virtually. I'm so happy that we have so many sponsors, 60 sponsors. That'll be on a sponsor wall down in the parking lot so you can see all the businesses that have donated to this community and that have shown that mental health matters. I'm just so grateful for all of my walkers and for all of you who are showing up for this event, who are putting their all into fundraising. Because of you and because of our sponsors that as of today's date, we have $35,000 raised in prizes, walk money, sponsorships, and everything else. I am just so grateful to all of you. I cannot begin to imagine how I could do this on my own. I could not without my wonderful staff, without my supportive significant other, without my mom, without my 60 volunteers this year, and definitely not without the local unions like 393 and without IBU or without the Illinois Valley Building Trades who are coming to help me set up this event and put up these tents. I definitely could not do that on my own. I am so thankful for each and every one of you, and I'm looking forward so much to Saturday to spending time with all of you and getting to know all of you.
Hey everybody, I'm Jessica Wesley and I'm the chair of the Walk Out of Darkness experience. And I just wanted to thank everyone for participating. And I think, you know, it's been a tough year for everyone, and just keep pushing and moving forward. And you're not alone, and hope is not canceled. So hopefully next year we can have a successful turnout. Last year was our first walk and we raised $15,000, and I cannot thank the community and all the participants and my board that helped us and my partner Carrie. So again, I just think next year is going to be another phenomenal event, and just remember, you're not alone, and hopefully see you guys in person next year. Bye-bye.
Hi, my name is Tandra Rutledge, and I serve on the board of directors for the Illinois chapter of the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. It was my pleasure to join you last year for your walk, and I look forward to joining you again very soon. I'd like to take this time to thank you for your support for AFSP and for joining us in our 2020 virtual experience.
I wear orange for the loss of a sibling.
The white is for the loss of our child.
Green is for a personal struggle.
Purple is for losing a relative or friend.
We wear honor beads at the Out of the Darkness walks as a way to pay tribute to a loved one lost, a personal struggle, or a victory.
They come in different colors that represent the many ways that we're all connected to the cause of suicide prevention.
Since suicide so often is hidden and kept in the dark, the honor beads are really special because it's your way to be very open about your loss.
Gold is for losing a parent.
Silver represents the loss of a veteran or a first responder.
Red for losing a spouse or partner.
And teal represents having friends or family that struggle.
When I see other people with the same colored beads as me, it gives me hope that there's a future for all of us.
It's fantastic being here with these people who feel how I feel.
I wear orange, teal, and purple beads.
I wear green and teal beads.
I wear silver and teal beads.
And we all wear blue beads to show we support the cause.
Find your connection at afsp.org/honorbeads.
Okay, and what we saw just there was a short video kind of explaining the honor beads and what they mean for AFSP and the people that wear them. And here we have a really nice graphic. This is an honor bead display at one of our walks in an honor bead ceremony where people are proudly displaying the beads that they wear. This is what we would be doing if we were together in person. We are not, however. So I would like to take you through a brief honor bead ceremony that you can participate in virtually. Especially if you're joining us in the live preview on YouTube, you'll be able to add some commentary into the chat feature. And we're just going to go through this really quickly and kind of honor those we have lost with these different bead colors. As you can see here, they represent the connection to the cause. So as I read out each bead color, if you are joining us and able to put the name of your lost loved one or yourself, if you are the person who struggles, you can put that into the chat. That would be great. It's a little bit of an interactive way we can all honor our loved ones and have a bit of a memorial activity here to close out this day. Okay, first are the white beads. If you wear the white beads, you have lost a child. So if you wear the white beads at our Out of the Darkness events or at our Survivor Day events, you can take a moment right now and write the name into the chat feature. Gold beads are for the loss of a parent. If you're joining us now and you wear the gold beads, feel free to put the name of your lost parent in the chat. Teal beads are for those who are supporting someone who struggles with mental health issues. So if you wear teal beads, you are supporting someone who deals with some mental health struggles. Absolutely put your own name in the chat if you would like to, or you can put the name of the person that you support as well if you think they would feel comfortable. Silver beads are for the loss of a first responder or military member. If you have lost someone that was a first responder or part of our military, please feel free to write their name in the chat right now. Red beads for the loss of a spouse or partner. If you wear red beads at our events and you would like to honor your loved one, you can type their name in the chat feature now. Purple beads are very general. They're for the loss of a relative or friend. So everyone can wear the purple beads at our events, and they're always the ones that run out the fastest. So if you are honoring someone today, a relative or a friend, maybe not in a different category that we've already stated, you can go ahead and type their name in. Orange beads are for the loss of a sibling. If you have lost a sibling to suicide, please feel free to type their name into the chat now. And green beads for a personal struggle. If you're joining us as someone who has had your own mental health challenges or are an attempt survivor, you would wear the green beads at our events, and you are welcome to put your name in the chat feature. Blue beads support the cause. I think everyone at every event picks up the blue beads, so feel free to type your own name in at this point. You support the cause by being here. Thank you. And finally, just a few ways to connect with us. Here you see our website, our email, and of course you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at these handles that you see listed here. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions at any time. And we do still have some mental health resources that are specific to the COVID-19 pandemic. We have our AFSP COVID-19 site, which is afsp.org/COVID-19. We partnered with PsychHub for the COVID-19 Mental Health Resource Hub, and you can see that URL as well. And then Call for Calm here in Illinois is you can text TALK or HABLAR to 552020 if you need some help finding local resources. And of course, if you or anyone you know is ever in crisis, please do not hesitate to reach out and call the Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 800-273-TALK, or you can text TALK TALK to 741-741. Thank you for joining us today and for joining us in the fight to stop suicide. Once again, thank you for joining us.